Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 9th of June. So, as you know, on Mondays I talk about the flavours, the planetary flavours of the week. So yeah. Okay, so this week, Mercury's contraparallel to Pluto that entered on the 6th of June is exact this week on the 10th of June, and it's going to leave us around the 19th of June at 9:02 p.m. Still going to affect us right up until about the 24th of June. Then the Sun making a parallel to Mercury, which is the kind of the same as the conjunction, but it's not. Parallels just mean that the Sun and Mercury are on the same side of the sky. It's not actually called that, it's called something else, but right now it's the sky. Okay, and Mercury's contraparallel to Pluto, of course, is just the same as the opposition. Mercury also makes a parallel to Venus. Again, this entered on the 6th of June, exact on the 12th of June, also exact again on the 27th of June. So this is really flavouring the month of June. Summer's heat is here, we're all, a bit more lively. And Mercury's parallel to Venus leaves on the 5th of July. So like I said, this energy is still going to affect us right up until about the 12th of July. So it's a good, solid week, month, six weeks of, Mercury and Venus being able to communicate better in your relationships and, the flirting and everything that goes on, which is typically associated with summer as well. So Mercury's contraparallel to Pluto is like having a mental power struggle. Positively, we can use this energy to unearth deep-seated thoughts, unresolved psychological, emotional and spiritual baggage and traumas, starting the work or continuing the work to understand your triggers so that you can take the time out to, heal them, because, Pluto's all about transformation, and its energy gives us the insights that we need if we, are willing to listen to feedback from the environment sometimes, but also, willing to, reflect on our own actions and thoughts and relationships and see, if they are healthy and why are they not healthy. And yes, external forces can, be sort of like pulling us in this direction, but by which I mean by that can be pulling us to, in all different directions and just making us feel like, with nothing's in our control. But Mercury's contraparallel to Pluto just reminds us, if we're open to digging beneath the surface and understand our subconscious motivations, we can sort of like make better lives for ourselves, especially in terms of communication and our psychological health as well. But negatively, people can become jealous, especially in relationships, and communication can be mistaken because Pluto can just make us say things without thinking and stuff, and we can just become fixated on negative patterns within ourselves and behaviours of others as well. So try to understand, and I know it's frustrating, when people do icky things and sticky things, but ultimately when we unforgive others, it just makes our life a bit harder. So try and make life better for yourself this week, and Mercury's contraparallel to Pluto is helping us do that. The Sun's parallel to Mercury again increases communication, and it can help us have more quicker thinking and mental clarity. So this is good energy for sales, negotiations, decision making, marketing and all kinds of stuff like that, putting yourself out there on a dating profile and stuff. But negatively, people can become intellectually arrogant or overly critical. So the best use of this energy is for clear self-expression and productive dialogue. Mercury's parallel to Venus increases social interactions, creativity and aesthetic awareness, so we can appreciate the beauty of life in nature and people more. It gives us the ground for smoother communication, so lots of energy helping us with our communication and getting us out of the sticky situations that Mercury contraparallel to Pluto is getting us into this week. So it's great for creative projects as well. We just need to watch out for being overly superficial and prioritising harmony over being, authentic. The best use of this week's energy is to be creative, to practice active listening and healthy communication with yourself and other, adding a touch of beauty to your daily life, and remember to balance charm with substance to make the most of this energy. So just watch out, people may just be flowering and what I mean by that, just using charm and manipulations, and it may not be true, so just watch out for red flags, but enjoy the harmony of summer. So on the sort of like psychological and karmic levels this week, the energies just allow us to uncover hidden truths and challenge communication patterns and dig into the depths of our psyche and our minds and thoughts, and challenge our perceptions, challenge what we think is true about the world. It can help us to sort of like when the sun's parallel to Mercury, it just helps us to sort of like express ourselves more accurately. It empowers us, we can feel more of a sense of purpose, and it can help us with our self-expression and our authenticity and warmth. Mercury's parallel to Venus, again, just allows us to sort of like look after our finances as well, look after our relationships, and also tap into our inner values and sort of like come into alignment with the higher vibrations of our life path and just be open to newness. Content creators can talk about how we can uncover hidden truths within ourselves and our relationships that can help improve our lives and our relationships as well. How we can become better at expressing ourselves, not being shy and not giving into conformity and living up to other people's expectations, and how we can just express love for ourselves and love for others more, and just be open to the beauty in the world, to just give you tips and strategies for how we can just become more appreciative for the simple things in life. So also on the 9th, there's also still stuff going on of June as well, what I just said with the overall of the whole week. On the 9th of June, Mercury also makes a quintile to Neptune, the moon enters Cancer, the sun makes a square to Saturn, and Mercury makes a sextile to the moon's north node. So on the 9th of June, these aspects, Mercury's quintile to Neptune, subtle energy, so this subtly helps us with being intuitive, creative, and tapping into the deeper meanings of life, but we can become idealistic and confused with this energy. Again, as I was saying earlier, Neptune energy can always make us run into our addictions and stuff like that as well, and drugs, and and I don't think drugs and alcohol is bad, as I keep on saying, but it can just make us do things in excess and want to escape as well and ignore red flags and ignore reality. So the best use of this energy is to journal, write down your thoughts or record them this week, practice mindfulness and tap into your inner wisdom. The moon in Cancer allows us to sort of like find security in sharing with others, or just doing nice things to ourselves, like having a nice bath, cooking a nice meal, and just giving yourself and others more empathy. Negatively can add to the mood swings of the week and make us more emotionally sensitive while the moon's in Cancer for the next 2 to 3 days. And the best use of this energy is just to do things that can help you feel more emotionally comfortable in your relationships and within yourself as well. The sun square to Saturn allows us to be disciplined and take responsibility for our actions and to make long-term plans. Negatively, it can lead to excessive self-doubt and restriction, but we've got some Venus energy this week that's allowing us to have more harmony within ourselves and relationships. So just, be patient, keep on going, persevere, ask questions, be willing to listen and assert your boundaries and listen to other people's boundaries, and just make sure that you set realistic goals, because a lot of the energy this week can make you feel like you can do everything, but really try and go as slow and steady as you can. And Mercury sextile to the moon's north node just allows us to have more insightful conversations and sort of profound insights where we have like sort of like aha moments. I get this now, I know what I need to do. It encourages us to trust our instincts and helps us with expressing ourselves more authentically. So we can use this energy to sort of like just embrace the flow of the universe, the flow of the week, and the flow of ourselves. Content creators can use this energy to talk about how we can work with our dreams, how journaling or writing poetry or just writing, you know, can help us understand ourselves and others as well. Giving tips for self-care and how we can improve our home life and family dynamics, and you know how we can kind of like build stronger connections with others by sharing personal stories and being willing to listen to other people's personal stories as well, and giving tips on how we can overcome challenges and build more structure into our life, set more realistic goals and stay sort of like grounded as well, and how we can learn from past experiences so we can open ourselves up to the, you know, the fullness of life, and sort of give tips on how we can become better at our decision making and being open to life. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 9th of June.